folks, David Shapiro here in the Columbia River Gorge in Eagle Creek to talk about In Search of Ancient Oregon. And this is the beginning of our series about rock and field trips. This one I chose because I've been deep in the research for Terra Tempo 3. And this book has been really helpful for uncovering Oregon 20 million years ago and the landscapes of the world 20 million years ago, because we have some very good windows here in Oregon to this ancient time, the Miocene period. This is a large petrified tree. It's the stump of a pretty good-sized tree that was once part of a huge forest of rolling hills way before the Cascade Mountains came into existence. There were these types of trees. Maybe this was a ginkgo. We're not quite sure, but we're here today to take a look at this ancient forest. A million years ago, Oregon's early Miocene landscape might have resembled the rolling hills of Ohio. Grass, a comparatively new arrival in the plant kingdom, grew in clearings and provided ground cover amid a hardwood forest dominated by ginkgo, oak, and maple. So this whole log here is exposed, and then what it's encased in is these ancient lahar, the ancient mud flow that rolled over the whole forest. It's really pretty well hidden though. People come walking right past it and don't even notice what's here. I pulled out a little piece in my hand here. But you can see that some of this stuff is really just ancient charcoal. Pretty cool. As a natural historian, part of my job is to look into the past and see what has built up the earth and built up the landscapes that we walk on, and then part of my my duty is to explore and understand what's happening right now. And you have to be a very well-versed generalist to be a naturalist. But in this forest now, today in Eagle Creek, we have these gigantic Douglas firs that grow here. And something I'd like to point out is the holes that we see here. And these holes are created by one of the modern denizens of these old growth style forests, and it's the pileated woodpecker. And you could always tell that the pileated's been busy because the holes are kind of square. And you see them, they get very well poked out, and they're not perfect circles, they're ellipses with kind of squared edges. And that's the telltale mark of the pileated woodpecker, which is the largest woodpecker in the Pacific Northwest forests. Oh, yeah. All right, I believe we've hiked past the Eagle Creek Formation, and so the evidence of the ancient mud flows and the lahars is behind us, and what you have ahead is miles and miles of trail going into the Eagle Creek Wilderness area. And the great thing about studying natural history is that one thing always leads to another, and you can continue going on upstream, studying the trees and the rocks and the birds, and get a whole idea of the nature here that's here now and what was here 20 million years ago. So for now, I'm going to sign off and say see you next time.